Stadium, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies. As we'll see, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me as always, and this will send chills up your spine. It's time for Enter Sandman. The Hokies will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wake Forest offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. That's reeled in. It's Claiborne. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to fire. Throwing right. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wake!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Virginia Tech's offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Here's the pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Drones. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start, now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. The sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown!
of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mays. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Claiborne. Shows him the stiff arm. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to back and leaves it. Past the 45. Bulldozes his way through. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Drones. Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Got room to work. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The Hokies are on the move. To the air, it's Drones. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Makes the catch. It's Selden.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Hokie, 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 high, tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game and the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Green. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a gap. It's Bennett. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel so different if they can punch this in for a touchdown before the half.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 14 to Ole Miss.
Oh, he's got a chance.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on 2nd down. Complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Mays. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Gives it on the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Makes the grab. It's Vic. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Scanning the field, it's drones. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Selden. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the touchdown, Wake Forest. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of things.
The ball pops out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hernandez. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback.
There he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Drones. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Hokies! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. On the ground, it's Claiborne. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Fires left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. Man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
The kick is on its way. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. Here's a heat. Now improvising. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Rushes on him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one.
Turning it on! And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1? Yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And the comeback is on!
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area, because of his speed and his size. He's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the back. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Claiborne. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Demon Deacons have this offense rolling. On the run, it's Claiborne. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Buys a little time with his feet. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Tough sledding near as he picks up 1 to the 29. The Demon Deacons line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hernandez. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter, you got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down, better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm. And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game, so if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the try is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Drones. The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. And receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Looking left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and lofts one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, Hokie! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Caught over the middle. It's Vick. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Vick.
And I'm loving the command of this quarterback right here. You can tell he's not worried. He knows his answers. 3 for 3 on the drive, moving the ball down the field, trying to put this offense in a position to get right back in this football game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hernandez. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hernandez. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Claiborne. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Made a defender miss. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Drones. Snagged in the middle, it's Selden. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Selden. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Holloway. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And this to tie things up in the final minute. Here comes the field goal unit. And with 5 seconds left, this one to send us to overtime. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away.
And the late game execution worked to perfection. Moving the ball down the field, getting your kicker in a spot. You know exactly where he likes to kick it from. He drives it through. We're tied up, and we're headed to overtime.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Trying to pound their way in. They strike first in overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run play action. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Hokies are threatening in the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Drones. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got it! This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Touchdown, Hokie! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Mays. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Caught behind the line. It's Claiborne. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. They'll run it. Touchdown, wait! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
Man, what a great response by this offense. Going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. He's looking to pass. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. Wants to throw. It's Drones. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. Trying to pound it in. He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the 2-point try is good. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Quarterback running on the draw. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Back to throw, it's Drones. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They are denied. The 2-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime.